Welcome back to That's So Vegas. I'm your host, Christine McKellar. It was great having Murray Sawchuk on the show, and we have moved from magic to impersonating. Is that the right word, or is that the wrong word?
No, that is completely wrong. No, yeah.
He did his Donald.
Back years ago, it was an impressionist.
Impressionist.
Just do voices, but an impersonator takes over the whole.
The whole ball of wax.
The whole ball of wax.
And we have back again here Marcel Forestieri. You were on a couple months ago. We had so much fun. But I had never met you before, and Mickey Manning is sitting here, this lovely redhead in the middle. And I only met him in costume, so the first time I saw you, after seeing you all over town as Donald and whatever, I almost didn't recognize you. But here you are, and you're just you today.
Where is it?
And she's the same way. It's so funny. Mickey and I worked together 2 or 3 times in makeup and wigs.
Character, right?
And so
you didn't know each other.
the first time I saw her, I was like,
that is so funny.
I almost walked by her, and the first time she saw me, she went, "Oh, that's what you look like."
That's what you look at us.
So she had an eye on you. Now, for those of you who might not know, Marcel has really cut his own path through the world and through entertainment with your Jay Leno. That was fantastic. That's so fantastic.
Oh, no,
Jay.
thank you very much.
And now Donald Trump, you're riding that coattail. Now with the election coming up, I mean, he's done the Elvis thing. I have a beautiful picture of you as Anne Margaret and you as Elvis that should come up on the screen at some point.
He doesn't really do Elvis much anymore, but I'm trying to get him to bring it back.
I've seen clips and you're pretty phenomenal.
Oh, you should
Real
hear
sexy.
him sing as Elvis. Would you sing a little bit? Was that too putting you on the spot to ask you to sing?
I don't think I could do.
Right now?
Are you?
He asked me if this was a segment with our clothes on or off, and I said, you just take it and run with it.
I said I thought this was a family show. I gotta renegotiate.
I don't know if you saw my post. I said, "Read the fine print, kid."
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
No, and this is unedited. No, my guest last week took any doubt away that this was any type of family show. She was a riot, but we were not here to talk about her. We want to talk about you.
Okay.
And Mickey here you're known as the woman of 1,000 faces.
Woman of 1,000 faces.
How do you do that?
You know, I was an artist first, a painter, and
Oh.
I've done makeup for years. I've worked for a lot of celebrities, so the makeup part came the easiest to me, believe it or not. Makeup and hair I got this. The acting, the impersonating, that was a little more work.
But did you want to be an impersonator, an actor when you grew up, or did this just come across? What happened?
I was always a really good mimic. When I could do Ethel Merman as a kid, I just listen and I could do it. I didn't have any training. I got all the training. I did it backwards. I would just throw myself out there and then decided, I don't want to learn how to be good at this. But I was an artist first, but I loved being on stage. I started out in 7th grade in my first play. I was Cinderella. So I immediately got in that genre, but it was more character acting. I never saw myself as an impersonator.
Let me pull this up.
I'm sorry. I saw the
all right.
ability to be able to wrap both those things together, take my visual artistry and then marry it to doing characters on a whole new level. Not really a tribute, but
Right,
bringing
tribute
someone
artist.
to
That's
life.
another good word. Where were you living? I mean, how did you come to Vegas?
I grew up in Oklahoma, believe it or not. I started out in the talent industry. Hey, somebody's got to be from there, right?
No, I have a very good friend. She's an opera diva, and she was Miss Oklahoma. Yeah,
Really?
Demetra George. Hi, Demetra.
Oh, my God.
But she's from Oklahoma too, and she's as beautiful as you are. They must have something in the water or the corn or something out there.
Well, and we're super friendly, so this is good.
There is that. Howdy. She's as warm and open as you are. Now, you two met during the convention, wasn't it? No.
Oddly, no.
Oddly, no. We met on a shoot of the Late Late Show with James Corden.
James. Yeah, that's
Corden.
right.
Okay.
Corden, yeah.
And she was actually, and now you were not although you were in character, but you were not doing a character.
I had on my serious, dark-haired, listen to me because I'm in charge look. I was the talent coordinator that day. So,
Okay.
She's the whip.
Oh, yeah. he
Boots
gets so
up to you.
excited.
But we were
And
from.
he was Donald.
Yeah, but we were from two. She had like 4 or 5 people that she was representing there that day, and I was there by myself, being represented by somebody else. And
But no one came from that agency, so I took care of everybody. Because I'm like that, you would
Awesome. I love
feel
it.
the pain of the talent. And it was your first day performing as Donald Trump, was
When
it not?
was
Is that what-
this? Was
This
this like a year
was
ago or 6 months ago? or-
October.
Oh, not that long
And
ago.
I didn't even have. I hadn't even. I hadn't done Trump yet, and I put together. I had some pictures shot, but they were green screened, and we got the call, and I called my buddy up. I says, "How quick can you put together a picture?" So he's all right. But he put the blue curtain and the flags, and we sent it in within 2 hours, and I was able to get in. But then,
But you do it so well.
well, this
And you
is the
do
thing.
Melania, don't you?
I do now, yes.
No,
Yes.
I do Melania.
Oh, you do.
And apparently, I don't think there are a lot of Melanias, but obviously, if Donald and Melania get in the White House, there'll probably be a bunch. But I am the first.
Well, what is that accent of hers? I forget where Melania is from. I'm sorry.
Slovenian.
Slovenian.
Yes,
That's a
so-
different accent. And you
Slavic.
had to. How long did it take you to acquire that?
It was pretty easy. I had a
Oh.
friend who was Russian, and all I have to do is picture my friend in my head, and suddenly it's there.
Oh.
I guess I could do a bit for you. Let's see.
This is I'm Donald Trump. This is my beautiful wife Melania. Melania, say hi.
Hello, American people. My husband Donald, he is amazing. Please vote for him. He loved this country very much. He make it good again.
It's tremendous. It's exactly how I wrote it.
And I've never studied that. I don't know where it came from. It came from an association of a friend of mine. And
I see.
That's where I think a lot
Yeah.
of characters come from. Is somebody that you know or
Right.
they're within us somewhere.
But don't you both really have to study the person? I mean, isn't there something like just even a
Absolutely.
Oh gosh.
moving a body part could
Definitely.
somehow.
Yeah, it's a synergistic thing. Some people, and that's the
Say it.
That's the sad thing about this industry. Some, the people that think, oh, just because I put a wig and a halter dress on, I'm Marilyn.
exactly.
No, you're not.
It's true. The
Okay?
nuances that we study.
You're going to a Halloween party.
Right.
That's all that is. If you're going to take on, like, when she just did the thing, it was like all of a sudden she wasn't Mickey anymore.
I felt it. I'm sitting right by you. I mean, no, your whole body just kind of it was almost scary.
And
It's
you've got
okay.
the face has to tighten because she's got these little bitty beady eyes, and the
Okay.
mouth kind of gets tighter and more pensive, and
Uh-huh.
your whole body tone changes, and
Mm-hmm.
that does come from studying the characters. Definitely, the little nuances.
And I think that comes from an acting background because you
yeah.
become the person from the inside out rather than the outside in.
Yeah, but-
Absolutely.
yes. Okay. I see the whole the point. Yeah. But when you're as opposed to being an actor who's reading a script and they get into character, it's like crawling into another skin. You guys are you're taking over somebody. It's almost like channeling.
It is like
or
channeling,
something.
definitely.
Yeah.
I watch footage of myself sometimes, and I'm like, I did that.
Really?
If you're truly in the moment, and I live for improv. We don't always script what we're going to do.
Oh, I love it.
It's so much more fun and organic, and it's fresh.
So you're a team now, right? I mean, are you creating
Wait,
this?
turning into that.
It's turning into that. I back in high school, I had a comedy partner. My buddy and I, we had a comedy team, Canned Comedy, and we're still dear friends today. But that was then, and I haven't had an entertainer partner or a performance partner. It just never. I mean, you always work. You're always working with
Because
other.
all of you know each other. When I was
We
at
all
the-
know
it's
each
like
other,
this
but-
great big family, but still.
But it's rare when you have someone who can do multiple characters with you, and you keep bringing these. They just come out. Tell her about the Goomba thing. That was so
the
great.
Goomba.
It
I
just
love
sort
it.
of evolved.
Okay.
It was a bit part I was supposed to have, just singing a song in this 60s and 70s review.
Right.
I asked him to be part of it with me and told him what I wanted to do. And our number was so stellar. Now there's talk of it becoming a whole show almost. It's crazy. I mean,
Serious?
It was.
Tell her what happened. You
It
got to
was,
tell her.
well, first of all, she asked me to
So
come. I said, well,
ridiculous.
I said to myself, I'm not just going to come dressed normal. I'm going to come dressed like, so I did a little Paulie Walnuts thing from Sopranos. And so she said,
Well, I was supposed to sing Favor, so I did
She-
the big, huge, like,
Right.
I didn't want to be the mobster wife. I
Right.
wanted to be the Guma. I mean, I want to be the super sexy.
she's the girlfriend or the
Yeah.
the mall.
Like,
or,
so hot it's
Gotcha.
frightening.
Yes, so hot. Did you
Get out, my
fight
wif's
him?
coming.
And it was. I made my boobs like this huge. Everybody was like, "Did you just go get those done this morning?" I mean, no, they came out of a bag,
I'll have to remember that.
So anyway, tell her what happens.
We got
It's the
time? How we
best.
doing on
Well,
time?
no, we got about 28 seconds, and I do have to give let me just give my little Red Roof Inn a shout out
yeah.
there, close
Do
to
that.
the strip, pet friendly. They're my sponsor. I love them. They keep me on the air.
Hi, Red Roof.
And we're going to come back and we're going to talk about how this whole synergistic thing just really took off and ran, and that was
Yeah.
this particular show you were doing.
That's when we just said, hey, we got something going on here.
Absolutely.
the spark, the magic.
We saw it before, but yes.
Stay tuned, viewers. We're going to come back and talk the spark. Don't go away. Be right back.
every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
Saber que el tratamiento es completamente gratis nos quita una preocupación de encima.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you,
Gracias a ti.
Because of you,
There is St. Jude.